This was my brand new Dji Mavic Air 2 drone. So if you look it up online, it's Dji Mavic Air 2. And I just want to kind of give my first experience. I'm inexperienced at drones, I admit it. I don't fly them that often. Actually, this would be my first time ever flying a drone. So I followed all the directions, I watched all the YouTube videos, and this particular model has obstacle avoidance radar on it of some sort. It's supposed to see an obstacle and then back away from it, or just at least stop at the very minimum. So when I did my first takeoff, I want you to know that it didn't take off because it kept giving me propeller errors, and it said that these two propellers were bad. So it comes with replacement propellers. So I just put two new replacement propellers to replace the brand new propellers that were already on there. And it took off. I was very impressed when it first took off. It was level. It looked good. I went up about 100 feet with it, and I was very impressed. And then I kind of flew it around the backyard, got to know the controls and all that. And by the way, if you're wondering, this is not normal. Okay, that's not normal. The gimbal, you'll look at the gimbal. Anyway, getting back to my story, and I'm sticking to it, I decided to go above the house, cross over the house, and if you look right up here, see that limb up there? When I came across the house right here, it nicked one of those limbs. Now, it should never have touched the limb because of the obstacle avoidance, and I'm sure some of you are going to tell me that obstacle avoidance is not 100%. Yes, I know that now. It's not 100%. But instead of touching the limb and falling vertically like this, don't ask me why. On its own, it hit that limb and took off like a rocket across the street. My neighbors are moving in today. Brand new neighbors moving into this house. And while they're unloading the U-Haul truck, this drone, which is not very quiet, it goes almost taking off their heads. And it ended up in their front yard, way up there in their front yard. What I don't understand is when it hit the limb up here, it should have just fallen down, right? But something caused this to go haywire. It went into full warp speed and nearly decapitated my neighbors on their first day moving into their house. It hit a couple of their trees before it finally fell into their driveway. And the damage assessment is this right here. One of the propeller arms broke. This broke off. This propeller is just gone. That whole propeller assembly is gone. That propeller assembly is gone. The sensor that has the lights, it's gone. Look what it did to the gimbal. The gimbal's all messed up. Needless to say, I will not be repairing this. To repair this would involve a whole new gimbal assembly, a whole new arm assembly, a whole new, I don't know, it even cracked the front. I mean, that thing is warp cracked. It's like it got heated or something. Anyway, you don't have to ask me how much I paid for this. Just go on there and look online for a Dji Mavic Air 2 and you'll see how much these cost. Now, if this happens to you, which I'm sure it's happened to other people, because I didn't know about it until I started looking at how much would it cost to replace this. And at first I thought I was going to have to buy a brand new one. But DJI or whatever it's called, DJI, they have something called a refresh program. The refresh program, you pay $79 to be in the program. And then you can damage your drone twice in 12 months. And they'll replace it the first time for $69. And they'll replace it the second time for $99. So you're allowed to mess up twice in the first year. For that program to even be in place kind of tells me I'm not the only one to have this happen. So you pay $79 to enroll in the program. And then if you ever make a claim, you pay $69 and then $99 the second time. The good news is that even if you damage it, you can still enroll in the program so long as it has not been 48 hours since you activated the drone. I activated the drone today. So because I activated it today, I still qualify for the refresh program. I've already gone online, filled it out, got my confirmation. They're sending me a new drone. It'll probably be a week or so before it gets here, but at least I don't have to pay full price, because this was not cheap. And I'm very disappointed that just by it hitting a little limb, it takes off across the street at warp speed, nearly decapitating my neighbors on their first day in their new house. Not, I told them, I said, welcome to the neighborhood. I went ahead and took the opportunity to meet everybody and get their names and shake some hands. What a great icebreaker, right? So that's my experience. Leave your comments below. I'd love to see your comments about your experiences with your DJI Mavic Air 2.